Hi, welcome to the latest edition of Inside CRCAIH. I'm your host, Melissa Buffalo, and today we are with Dr. Arielle Deutsch. Welcome.
Hello.
How are you? Good. So on this episode, we're going to talk about your project. You've been with Sanford for about a year and a half. So let me just kind of give an overview, and then you can tell us about your project.
Sure.
So Dr. Arielle Deutsch, you're an assistant scientist here at Sanford Research and a project lead for the CoBRE grant. Your program of research emphasizes interdisciplinary multi-method approaches to understanding behavioral risk and health disparities. So if you want to tell me a little bit about your projects and working with tribal communities.
Sure. Well, the project that I'm working on now really looks at alcohol and substance exposed pregnancy and how this is kind of an outcome of an underlying relationship between intimate partner violence and substance misuse.
Okay.
And these are extremely complex things in and of themselves. So we're really trying to take a system science, which is like a whole bird's eye view approach to it. The issues, particularly when working with tribal communities, is when you think about actual interventions or action that you can have from any sort of research, there are unique contexts and strengths that go along with these issues within tribal communities, and ignoring those probably means that you're not going to get the most effective interventions, preventions, and just actionable programs for change.
Okay. Just kind of switching gears, so kind of got an overview of your research topic. As a new scientist in this area and working with tribal communities, want to explain, tell me a little bit more about building partnerships and building relationships within these tribal communities and your experience with that.
Sure. Well, one of the things that I really enjoy about working with tribal communities is that this project isn't just a professional interest for me. It comes from an extremely personal place. And the thing that I really enjoy when working with tribal communities is that that's a component I'm able to share with partners, and we're able to kind of take it from that personal, maybe shared sense of pain or trauma, which is something that you really can't do when you're talking to just average community members. You can't go, hey, let me tell you about my abuse experiences. But that's one of the first things that, I'm invited to do, and that openness and that vulnerability is something that's genuinely appreciated, and that's probably one of the biggest gratifying things in working within tribal communities.
Nice. So just one more last question as we finish up this conversation. In working with tribal communities and looking at your project, what are some of the outcomes that you're looking for?
Well, because we're kind of doing a very big, broad systems perspective, we don't know the exact intervention or a solution. And that's kind of why we're doing it, because things have worked, but maybe things can work better. One of the things that I really appreciate and enjoy about this journey is that it really is a partnership. So the idea of what the outcome is, not only do I not know what the outcome is, but it's something that we have to work towards together. And that's one of the wonderful things in working with tribal communities, is that there's a very strong sense of agency and autonomy when it comes to being a equal partner in this research. And not only just the research process, but also the outcomes. And so part of this would be the actual outcomes for effective change, but what I'm really hoping for is part of this, the outcome will be a strong working relationship between me and the wonderful relatives that I've made and that I have grown to become very close with.
I think that's really great. And that's such a good thing to end on, thinking about the we and the outcomes and making that shared partnership. So again, Arielle, thank you for your time, and I wish you the best of luck. And we'll see you on another episode of Inside CRCAIH. Thank you.